Okay, let me give a complete overview of content. Okay, what are the content you should follow and get experience of such knowledge in SAP S/4HANA. This is I am going to explain about sourcing and procurement, which you are today good in SAP MM in ECC, right? Enterprise Central Component 6.0 version or EHP 7 or EHP 8. Today I'm talking about SAP S/4HANA sourcing and procurement. Every organizations are implementing SAP S/4HANA, and this is a module which you should know end to end. Already you are good in MM module, then most of the activities or configurations are same. Few changes are there which you have to go through it. If someone is very new to SAP consulting and you don't know anything about SAP material management, not an issue. You can directly jump into SAP S/4HANA system and you can start learning from the scratch. Okay. Firstly, you should spend time on introduction part, like what are the SAP S/4HANA coverage are there. Let me switch on my camera also where I can speak and give more details here. Okay. Here you can see SAP S/4HANA introduction part. You should know about the key aspects of S/4HANA and what is S/4HANA roadmap, what is SAP S/4HANA, what is Suite 4. All this you'll understand what is HANA abbreviation, why HANA introduced into SAP, their own HANA DB. Everything you should understand from the basics of SAP S/4HANA first initially. So there you can spend 1 hour time to understand the complete process. Then you will be getting into the landscape of the S/4HANA implementation project. It is similar to a SAP ECC also. You'll not find much difference in landscape, development, quality, pre-production, production, like that. You will have a different landscape which you can easily learn, and you can find different clients in a real time when you join a company where you start implementing the project, right? SAP basis team will take care of the implementation of, sorry, installation of all the server and setup for you. You have to access it. Okay. And you should know about what is sandbox, how to make use of sandbox, which where you can create some scenarios and you can configure and you can just keep ready for the business to present. Okay, you can go and explore what are the standard SAP best practices given that you can definitely share. And you should know about transport request, how this customized transport request, workbench transport requests are managed, and how to like do release of task and main task and subtask, how to move from one system to other system, how to import data from development to a testing. SCC1 transaction code, you should know how to import the data through the TR number. Okay. Once you know about all this general knowledge or overview of SAP S/4HANA landscapes and this customization request, configuration activities, and how you prepare business process design document. Initially, you collect from the business as is to be, and what methodology you're following, activate methodology and agile or waterfall projects, this thing process, like whatever it is, you have to decide in the initial stage only. Then accordingly, you can start the project. So once you start the project, you are going to do a exploring of entire business scenarios from sourcing and procurement. You start exploring it, and then you uh, uh, like prepare all the required documentations. Then you just start working on the realization phase, right? So in the realization phase, you will get into the configuration activity. So why we should do a configuration? SAP has not given any ready configuration in the system. If something which is readily available, it's fit as per the business requirement, it's called fit. In case you have to configure other than SAP given standard, you have to configure the same. So in MM side, you may go through all this configuration. You can see here, right? Purchase organization, purchase group, plant and store location. In some cases, production planning team will take care of the plant and store location configuration. In if not, MM consultant will take care of this, all the 4 configuration which is mandated to be configured. Okay. In the purchase organization, you can uh, like define purchase organization, plan specific, company code specific, then reference purchase organization, standard purchase organization, like that. You have a different option to configure. In the plant also, you have a creation of plant through the configuration, and then you can extend the store location for the plant. So define and assignment activity you should do in the SPRO configuration. You have to go to SPRO and you have to do all the configuration. Okay. Once you're good with this configuration, your job is to test it, right? So whether all the org structure is really configured in the backend, it's a baseline configuration. Then you come to a development system where you can import data into a testing system, right? In the same server only you can manage, in the sense client, or you may have a different client for testing. Then you have to import all the configuration to other system. Then you have to test all the required scenarios. Like in the sense, you have to firstly you have to work on the supplier master, metal master, then supplier master, info record, source list. Like that, you have a different master data. Here you can see we have kept separately business partner in S4 HANA, which was we consider it as supplier master, vendor master in ECC. But in HANA, we call it as business partner rules and their partner grouping, then vendor integration with business, then partners, partner functions, everything you can go through the business partner in S4 HANA. Other master datas are metal master, info record, source list, and service master. If any service procurement you're going to manage, then you have to create a service master also. Then you get into the procure to pay cycle. Once you create all the master data, then you should know how to test it from the starting of requisition generation, manual creation of requisition, or maybe automatically you have to create through the MRP. You take that PR from the system. After creating PR, you have to convert PR to a, like you have to create a RFQs in case you are not very clear about the which supplier is going to supply the product and all, right. In that case, you have to identify the supplier who is best supplier to like procure the material. You send RFQs, and then in that RFQ you just receive all the price and all comparison. You do it, then you confirm the final quotation. Once you create a, like, confirm the quotation, then you convert that RFQ to purchase order, and you create a purchase order. It will go to a supplier through automatically through the messages and all, and output determination will be done, configuration to be done for the setting up all this purchase order to be released or maybe sent to a supplier, right. And printing of this purchase order, there are a lot of things you have to test it, right. So as a consultant, we should know about every activity which you are going to perform in the front end and back end, and any master data need to be set up done. You have to do it, no other way. Okay. So during this procure to pay cycle, you should learn about direct procurement, indirect procurement, how you manage direct procurement, indirect procurement from the business side. You should do any changes in the standard SAP given, or maybe is it okay with the existing configuration. You can just consider it accordingly. If in case you find more configuration need to be done, you have to make a configuration document and you have to configure in the system itself. Okay. Then after that, once you understand the direct procurement, indirect procurement, end-to-end cycle you run, and you test it, and you make a GR posting, then you can ask finance team to do an invoice. If you know invoice posting and all, you can do it. You can test it, and you can check whether invoice is able to post for the particular purchase order after the GR is done. Okay. Once you know about the standard activity of all this process, you should know about what are the reports are available. You can check in Fiori apps also what are the reports available, or transactions, like in a sense Fiori apps are available. You can go and explore about the Fiori apps also. Okay, in that. Or else you can do it from the GUI only. The GUI only you can test all the activity which you can find all this, whatever I shared it, right? You can go through it. Then about the contract and schedule agreement, this is the major area where business is working with multiple contract with the supplier or schedule agreement. Then you have to explore whether they will follow the value contract or quantity contract, or whether they have any schedule agreement process in other ERP or ECC. Try to explore more on it, and then try to copy the same details into a SAP S/4HANA. Try to test as much as possible value contract, sorry, value contract, quantity contract, schedule agreement. If any forms need to be developed in the particular contract or schedule agreement, just check with the same. Any form development need to be done, then accordingly you should do it. Okay. Then about the inventory management and physical inventory. So once you know about this procurement activity, definitely it's about the inventory management IM module, right? If a business is not following any EWM module, they can manage all the goods movement through the inventory management. Then you should know about all the movement types involved in the GR posting, issue or transfer posting, inventory management, return to the supplier. If any defect is there, how to reject it, how to return to the supplier, and then rework and get it done. And again, you have received the stock and partial goods movement, right? Once goods movement is done, then invoice also posted. If in case need to be reversed, all the reversal to be done, and how to do a reversal. In case cancellation of the purchase order, then whether to keep stock as it is or you should reverse and delete the PO, right? So like that, you should learn everything: inventory management and physical inventory processes. Physical inventory process is like 6 months or 1 year. The organization will go with the checking of physical stock and SAP stock. Then they have to follow the proper physical inventory process. That experience you will get it. It is similar to a ECC also. I don't see much difference in physical inventory process. And pricing procedure, the same activity you can see in HANA also. The same pricing procedure you follow, configuration and all, but you can find like pricing calculation schema specific to the country specific also you can find in the SAP system, or else you can go with the standard RM0000. From that you can manage to handle pricing procedure, domestic or export, whichever pricing you should decide whether external pricing, like in the sense for the import, what pricing can be used. For a domestic local supplier, you are going to buy a product, what is the pricing procedure will be considered, and the related configuration you have to do it. Okay. Then MMFI integration, where how you manage this automatic account determination process. So MMFI integration is the major topic where most of the consultants are not able to handle some of the requirements from the business. So you should be very careful what are the data prerequisite sets to be maintained before you start configuring any new requirement from the business. Okay. Especially when you look into the general ledger account, whether GL account is created or not. If in case you are working on split valuation, whether business is really clear about what split valuation they are following, in which scenario, which product, which material, right? So that all knowledge is mandatory to have before you get into the configuration process. Okay. Then subcontracting process, general subcontracting process, which has a production planning and MM integration, where you should know about how to create a bill of material. Then after, how to explore that bill of material in purchase order level, right? Then other subcontract process with byproduct, scrap, or subsequent adjustment, how to manage all the subcontracting activity, and how to manage subcontracting process with delivery, creation of delivery with the document type, right? How to handle partial issue of the like components to a supplier, and in case you have delivered to a supplier and the goods issue is done, component is already supplied, you have to get back that material to your premise. In such case, what to do, how to do, right? Definitely you have to learn all that activity in detailed way. Okay. Then after that, you should know about vendor consignment process. Completely, you should know about how to handle vendor consignments with the scenarios. Multiple scenario, you can test it in the system. In case you have any scenario particular to the business requirement, then third party as for HANA in process in HANA, then STO process, then invoice planning. In invoice planning, you should know about how to handle subsequent debit, subsequent credit, ERS, right? And debit memo, credit memo, like that. You have a couple of invoice side knowledge you have to gain from S/4HANA system. Then output management, NACE and BRF plus. Definitely you should know about the difference between NACE and BRF plus. Then other topics, all this you should know: split valuation, pipeline, RTP process. When you get into the Fiori app, then you should know about what is Fiori app and its application, demonstration of entire Fiori apps library application. What are the Fiori apps which is really required for the sourcing and procurement side module, right? You have to make list of all the Fiori apps available in 2022 or 2023 version on premise which you're going to implement, right? You have to make list of all that. And optimize the purchasing in S/4HANA. What option SAP has given to manage uh, through the Fiori app only. End-to-end procure to pay cycle can be managed, right? Optimized purchasing activity you can follow in Fiori. Then RFQ process is little different compared to ECC. You can use Fiori app to handle multiple quotation you can create with the supplier, like multiple supplier you can create a quotation at the same time. And end-to-end RFQ process we will explain in Fiori app only. Then output management, BRF plus. So determination of this NAST and BRF plus, you should know concept very clearly. Then flexible workflow. In ECC, you would have gone through classic release strategy. Definitely, we will show classic release strategy also. You want to see how exactly it works. And flexible workflow, you should know. S/4HANA, PR and PO, purchase requisition, purchase order. Once you know this PR and PO, then definitely you can work on contract and schedule agreement. If you want to know about contract and schedule agreement also, flexible release strategy. Sorry, flexible workflow process. Then you should know about lean service procurement. How it is different than the normal service procurement. How SAP has given option to handle lean service procurement process. Then advanced return management. This is one of the new topic which you can explore more. Return management in S/4HANA. Difference between normal and advanced returns, right? That you have to deep dive into this configurations. Then subcontracting process, using outbound delivery with MRP run, right? This is the one cycle which you should know in S/4HANA. Previously, I was talking about normal subcontracting process with byproduct, scrap, or adjustment, right? This is with respect to the outbound delivery creation. Okay, then what else? Okay, so you should know about automatic creation of a purchase order with batch job processing, how to handle conversion of PRPO with the batch job setup. So because in the business, once the business is matured enough to understand how to create a PRPO and ECC, and now they are getting into S/4HANA. Definitely in ECC also we can manage this batch processing job and all, but if business is really good to go with batch job processing, then you can educate how to handle batch job activity to convert the PR to PO. Sorry. Then LTMC, LTMOM, and migration cockpit data upload process. This is a complete data migration activity you should learn from the scratch how to handle in every system. Data uploading in development system, quality system, then pre-production and production, right? So during cutover activity, definitely you should have a good knowledge about all the data upload tools, LTMC, LTMOM, LSMW, and BTC recording, or any programming through program you can manage to handle data load. Then you should know about how to handle with that customized requirement with the ABAPer. It's called conversions. Okay, so out of RISE W, conversions is completely you can go through the data migration activity through the conversions. And different ASAP methodology and Activate methodology. These are the two different methodology used in the implementation time. You will be getting such deeper dive knowledge on the same. Then about the project sharing topic, where you should understand about complete implementation project types, like how a greenfield implementation project works, and how brownfield implementation project work, and bluefield implementation project. Different type of implementation project you have to carry out, and like how you can manage when business approach. Okay, I want this changes to be done. I don't want to do it everything from the scratch. I want to just carry from ECC to S/4HANA. So is it possible to do it? Then what is exactly it's called? So we'll tell about the real scenarios. We'll take some real-time experience of what to do, how to do. We'll give a couple of templates you can just follow, and you can learn out of it, and then you can apply that experience in your real-time work. Okay, it will help you at least to follow some systems very quickly, and you can work on the project immediately. And the FS creation part, in case you don't know how to create functional specification for any real-time business requirement, right? Then you can go and just work on the FS creation part. And the RISE W object, different object like report, interface, conversion, enhancement, form, workflow. Out of all these 6 different objects, we will demonstrate few of the examples what we have gone through it in our experience. Okay. And about the support project in ECC and HANA, testing activities, what are the tools are used for the testing, test plans creation, test script creation, how to execute end-to-end testing process, testing activity in a implementation project, rollout project, right? In support also, if you are doing some changes for a particular like bug you got and you have fixed it, and how to do a testing and deliver the changes to production. Like you will learn entire requirement of a business, whether they look for implementation or they look for rolling out or support or upgrading the lower version to higher version, right? 17092 or 18092 2022, right? the version on-premise version they're going to upgrade, then how to handle such requirement in a real time, you will learn completely. Okay. And different tools like Jira, BMC Remedy, DevOps, HPALM, Zoho, any tool which you are going to use in IT side, right, for the project to handle, implementation project to handle, or maybe rollout or support tickets run, right? We will give all the knowledge sharing. And this is the last, in a sense, the topic which is very important in the learning time. Even you are not knowing how to handle IDOC to create, how to configure IDOCs, at least you should know about the IDOC overview, how to monitor the IDOCs, which maybe the status will be like a success, failure, or any other status, how to map the field from SAP to other system to SAP, right? Field mapping activities, knowledge sharing on the basics of IDOCs, all that you will be addressing with examples. Okay. And also you should know about the BAPI. What is BAPI? What is the use of BAPI? User exits, or any functionality, like in the sense little technical knowledge or ABAP knowledge you should have, that we'll be adding few knowledge on the ABAP skill also, along with the functional knowledge which you are going through it. Okay. So definitely, if you are all adding more skill in your profile, you want to be a full-time learner or experience, you are going to take up from us, right? We'll be issuing a certification once the complete of your all the exposure is done, and in the sense you have to come back and you have to present every activity or maybe the exposure you got from the system wise, you have to come and explain each and everything. Once you clear it, right, definitely we will be issuing the certification of completion for the particular module. Okay. And how much time it will take for you all to go through entire learning and experience? Definitely it will take maximum 30 to 60 hours, like phase 1, phase 2, you'll have a 2 phases, and total hour you are going to invest on learning is 60 hours. And you can practice how much you want, you can definitely, you can practice and you can get a proper hands-on. Okay. So majorly as per my experience, until unless you are not getting into a project internally or from the client, you cannot learn that much of a real-time experience wherever you go. So how much you can learn and acquire skills, how much you can add into your profile or resume, it will help you to crack the interviews what company is looking for. Every organizations are looking for experienced candidates, experienced in a particular module or expertise in the particular area. If you are into domain of any other manufacturing or procurement or any other company as a end user, you're using SAP and supporting and interacting with the consulting firm and all, right, definitely after getting all the knowledge of this all configuration consulting, you can definitely approach for the company where they're looking for analyst, associate business analyst, software engineer, or any role which they are looking. Someone has experience of 3 4 years in a different domain and knowledge of SAP modules in particular uh, area, like in P2P or O2C, PTF or R2R, right? Any particular business line you're having a good knowledge and understanding of the configuration, then you can approach for the IT organization for the role which I'm talking about. Okay. Just share this information with you all your connections, friends, family members, or colleagues, or who are all looking for a kind of a knowledge sharing and experience sharing from our end, or like kind of coaching and mentoring requirement is there. Definitely you can share this video and you can recommend to go through such a experience. Okay. Thank you all for watching this video, and any comments or any feedback you want to give, or any additional activity we should add in our coaching or placement activities, just you can comment in the comment box and we'll consider it if really that need to be implemented. Have a great day. Take care. See you all. Maybe whenever I take any general Q&A sessions or general webinar I'm going to launch, definitely I'll invite you all. You can come there and you can ask any questions about your current ongoing, like wherever you're working, what kind of role you're looking for, what of skill need to be done, whether to add any new module into your profile, or is it okay to be with this 2 3 module, and whether I can add you better in another 2 3 years. You can ask all that questions, and you can also book any counseling session for 30 minutes. You can book. Go to website www.taxskills.com. Book means you can fill all your details and you can submit, and our team will reach out to you for the discussion session. Thank you all. Have a great day. Bye.